How do you repair hybrid flooring? I'm going to talk about our next-gen hybrid flooring. We're a very unique category, the SPC hybrid flooring and WPC hybrid flooring. If you've got a heavy bit of damage in the middle of the room, it's done. It's there. It's not going to move. You can't get it out. So with our board, it's a very unique system in a sense. Because it's the aerated polymer core, there's a bit of flexibility in it. So we can, for example, if a professional, one of my team, we can replace a board right in the middle of the room. So what we do is we cut it, we break it, we can pull it out, we can get a new one back in, and we do a thing called a cold seam. So essentially we cut off the little click mechanism and we bond it to one side and then click it back in place. So that's going to be in place, it's going to hold, and it's going to give us the capacity to replace a plank right in the middle of the floor. Normally you'd have to unbuckle them all, get it to the point, big nightmare to get it to there. We professionally can replace a board right in the middle of the room. That's very, very easy to do. And then from a repair standpoint, so because there's a wear layer essentially on top of 0.5 of a millimeter, if you get a scratch in it, that little scratch essentially can kind of buff out because there's a little wear layer, and if the scratch is not all the way through down, you can kind of, the same principles apply like in engineered timber. You've got a 4 millimeter lameller that they can sand and resurface and refinish. The best part about it is the similar sort of rules will apply when it comes to the Luxfeel Air product, where what I use is, you know those little green, little green scrubbing brushes you can get for your kitchen? Get a bit of soapy water down and you can kind of buff at it. You kind of buff at it and you can find that little scratch comes out. Give it a wipe, give it a clean. It's like a reconditioning process. They're for your little minor scratches and things like that. There is down the line, you can go through a full buffing process in the same way that like a sheet vinyl gets reconditioned over a long period of time. So there is different little measures that you can do. You can replace a board in the middle of the room. You can buff out little scratches, and down the line, you can recondition the flooring and kind of revitalize it over a very long period of time with a vinyl floor conditioning process. So there are 3 different ways that we can get to, and I know that helps, and we'll talk to you again soon.